Kayla. I'm a pro educator and content creator here at Lashify. Welcome. We are almost to the weekend. So great to see everybody. Welcome in. So first and foremost, I am here today to talk about a couple of different things. I have two things I want to show you and walk through, and then I'm going to teach you guys the frosting method as well. And then we're going to apply some Gemini and Minx with some Minx C Plus on the inner and outer corner as well. So I'm super excited. We got a lot of fun stuff to do. Welcome in. If you have any questions at all, please make sure to put your name in down below and then answer in the comments. We will have Lashify Bev here to help if you have any questions along the way. We'd be happy to answer and assist in anything that you may need as well. There she is. Hello, hello. So first and foremost, we are the inventors of the DIY lash extension system. DIY lash extension system. I can say it. And yes, so it's an amazing system where you have the power and the control to do your lashes at home any way you want. We have 18 amazing styles, lengths, different fiber colors, you name it. But first and foremost, if you are new, you're always going to want to start out with the purchase of a control kit. I have it linked down below here. I'm going to walk you through what's in it. It comes in this big, beautiful box here, and it has everything you need to get started with the system properly. So if you pop this open, on top, you have a couple things first. You have your wandums. These are your silicone coverings that go over your wand. They look like this. Come here, my little guy ran away from me. And you just slide them right over your wand to give a wider fuse and help with excess stickiness. So we give you a pair of those. And then you have this nice little card. You're going to scan this QR code. It's going to bring you to our Learn page where you can have a bunch of fun tutorials to learn about different eyelash maps, because it's really fun making different lash maps, all that good stuff. And we have a nice little welcome card from our CEO and founder. And then here's your control kit. Now, before I show you the control kit, you don't want to throw this box away because it's going to become storage for your Gossamer collection. So if you open this up, let me move that here quick. You get 12 cartridges of storage down here. So you can take your cartridges. This is what our Gossamer cartridges look like. You get 12 Gossamers in a cartridge. You can pop them in right down here. Cool, right? Good to go. So don't throw it away, okay? I've heard some of you, you've thrown it away. I don't want you to do that because you're going to become addicted and you're going to have like a billion Gossamer lashes and you're going to want a place to put them to keep them safe. So do that. So the control kit comes in this nice hard plastic case. You can get it in black or you can get it in white. You can totally choose. They have everything the same inside. You just get to choose a different color wand. So if you get the black control kit, you will get the rose gold wand. If you get the white control kit, you get the holographic wand. You do get to pick the curve of your wand. So if you have a larger, rounder eye, like myself, you get the classic curve. You can choose that so you can see the curve of the wand. If you have a smaller eye, more petite eye, or you have more of a cat-like look, you know what I mean? So, you know, all of our eyes, some have an upturned eye, a downturned eye, almond, those sort of things. You want to make sure that you get the petite one with 10% less curve. So this curve actually flattens out just a little bit to help with fusing and applying with the lashes. So just want to make sure you guys know you have options. You have options. So inside your control kit, get everything you need to get started with the system. You have your double-sided Whisper Light bond right here. So that bond is the bond we'll be using on my eye today. So the bonds were specifically formulated with sensitive eyes in mind for the lash, not the skin. And they have no cyanoacrylates, no formaldehyde, no latex, which is great. So you're able to use it all the live long day. They last about 3 to 6 months. And then you have here your patented hand-tooled fuse control wand. I have 1,000 of them. They become collector's items in the community. It's really awesome. So that is a specifically ergonomically designed wand to fit the curves of your face. It has a horizontal clamp pressure like so that it only does a certain amount of pressure onto your natural lashes or the Gossamer lashes to fuse. Fusing is super important. I promise we'll get back to that. But yes, you're going to want to do that to obviously make sure that your lash map stays properly. You can pick that in classic or petite, like I just talked about. And then here you have glass. This is your water resistant seal. We always suggest using glass like 20 plus minutes or so after application, and you're going to run that along the spines of the Gossamer lashes, and then you can bring it up through the lash if you want to give it more of like a fun glossy sheen, but that's going to help with excess stickiness and water resistance. So it'll help it nice bead off of the eye when you're showering, swimming, that sort of thing. And you get 3 cartridges of Gossamers in our core styles, A, B, and C. A is the thinnest fiber, least amount of curl. That's what I got right here. Get one out of the kit for you. Looks like this. So you can go really natural, you can go really voluminous, totally up to you. With the start of the control kit, we give you the core gossamers to start with because it's the perfect way to practice and get used to the system and applying things correctly. And then B is bold. That is a little bit of a thicker fiber, a little bit more of a curl. It kind of looks like 2 coats of mascara, no clumps. And then C has the same fiber thickness here as the A, but more of a stronger curl to it. So you just have to worry about picking the style. So you can pick A, B, or C. And then from there, we give it to you in our 3 most popular lengths. So you get 10 millimeter, you get 12 millimeter, you get 14 millimeters. Totally up to you. If you see me over on YouTube, hello, come jump over to the website. That's where I am today. You can come on in and yeah, let me know if you have any questions along the way. An itch here, I can feel it. Sorry, guys. Also, I wanted to say, you have a mirror here. So you can use this mirror, hold it like so, to look down during application. That way you can see the 1 to 2 millimeters from your waterline when you're going in to apply. It's really awesome. So the mirror is great as well. If you need more stability, you can also lay it flat on a surface and then look down. You can have your elbow on a table to help with application as well. So, okay, get your control kit. Shop your control kit. Choose A, B, or C. I really say I got a B control kit to start. I really love A's and C's. I love them all. So it's totally fine. I don't want you to fixate too much on the core gossamer that you have to start with because you're going to end up using everything. Trust me, and mixing and matching, that's the fun part. Okay, a new item came out yesterday that I just want to showcase really quickly. Sorry, I just ate a bagel. It is the Glutton in soft white. Look how pretty this is. Look how pretty. If you're unfamiliar, yes, okay, yeah, so you started with A's and they're amazing, but it's totally okay to switch up and you're going to try 100 different styles, so it's really fun. This is the Glutton. If you open this bad boy here, we have the G2 and the G3. It is now available in soft touch white, which is really great. So you get to keep 8 cartridges of gossamers up here. This is amazing for travel. You have another one that you can store down here. You could put your wand. You have your Whisper Light bond here. Sorry, it's opposite in the camera. And then you can put your 2 sealers of your choice. If you want a glass and a night bond, 2 glass, 2 night bond, whatever makes you happy. And then we also offer a G3, and that is where you can do a single full tube. So if you like to use bondage, one of the 2 full tubes of Whisper Light, you can have that as well. And then a sealer and then a bond. So these are now available. You can also get them now. You can fill it if you want. So you can put 9 gossamer cartridges in here. You can do the wand, the sealers, the bonds, or you can get it. You can go naked now, girl. You can go in the buff. You can go in the nude and get it just like this. If you want, you can shop it right down here. It's amazing. So it comes in soft touch white now as well as black, and you're able to purchase them. If you have 9 cartridges of gossamers you'd like to put in here, you're going to be traveling soon, you can get it just like this. So that is the Glutton. So get a control kit, get a Glutton. Go crazy. Go crazy. Okay, let's apply. So as you can see here, only one of my eyes is done. This eye has our Gemini Minx Gossamer lashes, and then on the inner and outer corner, I have little plus Gossamer lashes in the same fiber color, just to anchor the lash a little bit. I've been really loving like my shorter lash maps lately, and if you know me here at Lashify, I like really long lashes. Like I am not afraid of, look, I have some right here actually, like a Stardust 22 or something, like a really fun, I just love it. It's so good. If you don't have a control kit, do you recommend the Glutton? No. I think still, first and foremost, always start out with the control kit because it has the core gossamer lashes, so you don't have to worry about, don't get overwhelmed with getting 10 gossamer lashes right away. 8, 9, 9? 8 on top, 1 on the bottom, 9 right away. Start with the kit and just get familiar with this. And then the Glutton is really nice to like bump up to level 2. And that way you can get more gossamer lashes with it and such. A lot of people already have their stash that they like and are just getting the naked version, you know, nothing in it. Because then you can fill it up with stuff that you already have. You already have the wand, your bond and sealers, and then you can do, I don't know, 4 core gossamers and 5 volume ones and then travel with it. So this is more great for travel. I still always suggest starting out with the control kit. Also with the control kit, you get a sample of our prep step, which I'm about to show you on this side, and our remover so that you're removing the lashes properly. So Elizabeth, start with a control kit, get used to the lashes and everything. And then if you want to add on a Glutton, we've all done it. I have 3. I have 3. It's fine. It's totally fine. No, sorry, those are double G units and then Glutton. Doesn't matter. We all get a little obsessed. Let's be honest. Am I right, Bev? So let's prep this eye first. I'm going to go in with our pre-cleanse. This is our prep step. It is a Japanese cleansing water. It's very gentle. You can use it around the eye area. You can use it for a toner. I clean my lashes with it daily if I'm wearing my lashes for more than one day. You can do that. It's wonderful, multi-purpose, and gentle. So I'm going to take that, take my fluffer tool, dip that right in. Give it a little tappy tap. And I'm just going to start brushing through my natural lash. My natural lashes, they're there. They are shorter and they curl quite a bit, but they're there. These two, always love to have a family meeting. I can never get them to separate. I don't know what it is. I try, but yeah. So that's the beauty of Lashify, because my natural lashes are a little crazy. So yeah, so we have pre-cleanse. And the great thing about pre-cleanse too is that it just gets rid of any oil, residue, old makeup, anything you can think of that would keep you from having a good bonding method when we go in to apply. Look, when I turn here, can you see that my lashes are like a brown color? They're a softer fiber. Look at that up against it. So pretty, awesome. Okay, and once I do that, I'm just gonna close my fluffer tool so it doesn't roll away. I'm gonna use our blow tool. I'm going to take the blow tool. I'm just going to give a directional puff of air to the eye. This, I always say it, it's the best $7 I've ever spent, but it helps speed up drying time in multiple ways. So you can do it for when your lashes are wet before you go in and do your bond. It also helps speed up drying time with the bond because you want the bonds to be tacky. If your bonds aren't tacky, it could slip and slide around. You're not going to get a really good grip and stick with the system. Just making sure. Okay, cool, cool. Once you're good with that, you can go in and bond. Now, there is a new bonding method. I want to teach it to you guys again. It uses your double-sided whisper light that you get in your kit. A little like glue on the outside there. I'm going to start off with the side. I'm going to show you here. It's got black text. And then on the bottom here, it's got a sticker that says black. So I'm going to start with that side because it's got our micro mascara wand. The great thing with the micro mascara wand is that you can brush it up through the lash to help coat the lashes and lift and separate. This method is called the frosting method, just so everybody knows. I struggle with my natural lashes clumping after applying the bonds. Okay, Carrie, yeah, totally. I don't apply much either, but usually they clump. So sometimes, Carrie, all you need to do is not go all the way up through the lashes. Worry more about building the bond at the base for you. So that way, that's where the spine of the gossamer sticks. So even just brushing like halfway up for you, Carrie, that might help. Or giving everything just a really good wiggle. So that way you don't have to worry about them clumping. If they are clumping, we also have this tool, which is great. This is our double-sided precision lash comb. And this side, you have to be very careful, but it's got, I always call it a little dental pick, and you can use this to separate. So if like there's two lashes that are forming together that I kind of want to separate a little bit, you can do that and kind of get them open. Boom. But yeah, Carrie, try just halfway. See if it works. See if it works. So I'm going to start by brushing from root to tip. And just making sure that all my lashes are coated evenly. Very important for this that you want to make sure that with your first layer of bond that your lashes are coated nice and evenly. Box Hero. Don't mind me, I have Queen Radio on my Pandora today. It's a good time. I like classic rock and roll. I like everything. You'll find that out. So I'm going to take my blow tool and make sure that this gets nice and tacky. Usually for me about 20 to 30 seconds or so. I just like the bond really tacky, so just use your blow tool to help speed up drying time. And then we're going to go in and frost. That is the next step of this bonding technique. Oh yeah, you can always take your finger and give it a tap. And if it starts to stick, you're good to go. If it doesn't, use a blow for a little bit longer. You want it really nice and tacky so you get this really good grip when we go in and apply the gossamer lashes. Perfect. So now, the technique of frosting, we are going to go to this side of the bond. So that's the side with the white text. It says clear on the bottom. It goes from white to clear. So we start off by opening it. Oh, I got a clump on that. It's okay. We're going to start off by going in. I'm going to get nice and close for you guys and lift my lash. You're going to go 1 to 2 millimeters from the waterline. In dots, like so. If you need to flip it a little bit to make sure you get an even amount of bond across the lash, you can totally do that too. And then you're good to go. Now, here, this part, you're needing a flat-ended brush. I use my little guy here. you're going to frost or brush the bond up your lashes to help give them an even coat. The nice thing about the bristles of the brush is it doesn't overclump the amount of bond, so it's important to use a flat-ended brush so that the bristles gently brush the bond up the natural lash. Say that 10 times fast, but it's true. It's important. You can see it goes from white to clear as we're spreading it out across the lash. You're good to go. Now, if you want to give it a couple extra blows with the blow tool, make sure it's nice and really tacky, you can. I'm going to go in with a second coat now. So I'm going to take my Whisper Light Clear again, and if you need to do this layer over again, I am using our thickest fibered lash. I'm going to use our Gemini's today, and it's a volume lash, so I just want to make sure I have enough bond and hold because my lashes are a little shorter. So I'm going to take the white again. Don't mind my bird tweeting away. And I'm just going to go along one more time, like so. Close up my bond. And then take my brush and frost again. Yes, absolutely, Desiree. You can use too much bond. You will see your lashes start to clump, and more importantly, you will feel excess stickiness after you apply your Gossamer's Infuse. It's going to get really stuck on the wand. You're going to feel stickiness throughout like the day. So I always say less is more with the bonds. Always say less is more with the bonds. Light coats, make sure you let everything get tacky in between. That's what's most important. But especially too, when you're doing that first coat of bond with the black and you're brushing it through the lashes, don't keep going and going. Make sure every lash is gently coated, but think more thin light coats with our bonds. So I want to make sure that's good to go. My lashes are nice and coated. Oh yeah, let's apply. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm going to do Gemini Minx today. I have my nice little lash pad here, as you can see. I have a C plus Mink 10, and then Gemini Minx in 12, 14, 14, 14, 12, and then a C plus Mink 12 on the outer corner. So that's what's on this side here. Our Geminis, we always say they have a dual personality. You can leave them the way they are in the cartridge, or you can take them and give them like a PC spread out. So you can do either. It's totally up to you. I guess I did spread them out just a little bit, huh? Now that I think about it. I'm going to grab one for you, and I'm going to show you how to make it nice and piecey. Just a second here. Okay, so what we're going to do is take a Gemini, and I'm going to show you how to spread it out properly. So I want to grab this little guy here. So you can take this wand in one hand and your Gossamer lash in the other hand, and you can kind of give this a separation and a pull. I want to make sure you guys can see. You can see what I'm doing. Give it like a little separation and a pull so that it becomes more piecey and spread out. It will bend the spine just a smidge. Let me show you in just a second here. But now you have it nice and fanned out so that it gives more like a fun, piecey, hybrid lash extension look when it's on the eye. A little more messy, unruly. It's super fun. I just love them. Okay, and then I dropped it. Awesome, Michaela. Awesome, awesome. No. Okay. So when we go to apply, there's a couple different ways that you can apply. It's totally up to you. You can go inner to outer corner, out to in. You can start in the middle. I personally like to start with basically my second lash first. I work my way out, and then I put a little guy on the inner corner, just seeing, you know, where it's best to place it. I don't want to go all the way in because I have such less lash hairs there. You don't want to go all the way in. You also want to leave one or two of your natural lash hairs out on the outer corner as well, just to make it more seamless, and it helps with longevity and comfort as well. So I'm going to take my mirror. We're going to use my control kit mirror today. I have my control kit, and I'm going to use my mirror like so that I can look down and see 1 to 2 millimeters from my waterline. I'm going to take my first Gossamer lash. We kind of got to do two things here. I'm going to make it a little more piecey by fanning out the Gemini like so. This is a Gemini Minx in 12. Oh, I'll answer in just a second. I'm going to look down in my mirror, 1 to 2 millimeters from the waterline. Curve is facing me, and I'm holding towards the top of the lash. Second lash first, so I'm going to put it right about where my iris starts. Look down, and then boom. And if I like the placement, I'm good to go. I'll know I like the placement if you can see a tiny gap between my waterline and the spine of the Gossamer lash. I'm going to go in and give it just this mirror. There we go. Boom. I think there's a little bit of bond on my wand. I felt that. Yep. Sure enough. Sure enough, there is. How quickly do you need to apply lashes after the bond is applied? How quickly will it dry and the gossamers won't stick? I have done lives up to, you know, 45 minutes to an hour. Don't wait that long, obviously. But as you can see, I've been talking for a few minutes. I would say you have a couple minutes. I think the best steps, routine to do, you have minutes, yes, is to lay out your lashes first on your lash pad. And then make sure that you're prepping and doing your bond. Let it get tacky for a little bit, and then you're just going to go in and apply. Like, yes, exactly. Don't wait 10 minutes. I know I've been talking for a couple minutes, but yeah, you have a little bit of time. So that is our Gemini Minx in 12. Now we're going to go up to a 14. So I'm going to take that guy. We're going to separate it again. I just love the way they look fanned out. I love the piecey look. Got it like so. I'm going to look down. And apply this guy basically right next door, just corner to corner, like that. And boom, good to go. Now say I didn't like my placement, say I don't like this. I can always gently grab this gossamer lash and move it if I need to. That's totally fine. And that way you can rearrange where you'd like to put it. I'll get it nice and piecey again. I saw another question. Hi, are there more pictures to view of lash maps? I want to buy the starter kit plus other lashes, but there are so many to choose from. I see the lash bundles, but wish there were more pictures to help see it on different eyes. Sure. So, Layla, come join us. Layla, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Hey. Come join us in the Lashify Life Facebook group. There is a guides part, and it has every lash that you could think of, and that's the learn and how to page on the website. If you want to start out with a control kit and then get some other styles as well, your best option is to get the LED control kit, because you get 4 cartridges of gossamers of your choice. So if you want 2 core and 2 volume, whatever you possibly could think of, that's a great place to start. So you're still getting the control kit, everything you need to get started: bond, wand, sealer, 4 cartridges of gossamers. But yes, hundreds of lash maps ideas in Lashify Life. You'll see my eye in there quite a bit. I have added quite a bit in there as well to help out. So I'm going to take that next one. Sorry, we're on to a 14 now. And I'm applying that next door. And it just grips right on there because we allowed that bond time to get tacky. If I like my placement and I don't want it to move, I can give it a little spot fuse, as we call, just a little boop, pinch. We're still going to do a full fuse at the end. And next, we're going to take another 14 into our hands. Give that a little spreading out like so, and then go in again. Can you guys see me okay? I'm gonna look down in my mirror to see that 1 to 2 millimeter gap from my waterline, place it next door. I'm good to go. I'm telling you, for me, the biggest key, I think for anybody really, is just make sure you allow time for the bond to get tacky, because it just grips right on there. Oh, sorry, I saw another question. Sorry, Laura, I'm coming. What's the best thing to do if you get bond on the wand while applying? I had this problem yesterday and it wouldn't let go of the gossamer when I was trying to place them. Yeah, so do you mean when you're going in infusing, Laura, that you've bond on the wand? You can always take your glass, which helps with excess stickiness, and you can brush it in between your wand to help as well. If it gets stuck on the gossamer lash, I'll show you that after on my last eye as well. Okay, I picked up one of the other, this is a 14, this is a 12. I'm mixing up my lashes on my lash pad. Yes, quick cleanse and alcohol to clean off the wand as well. I'm gonna give this a nice little spread out again. I'm gonna grab this, get that off of there. I'm gonna look down again. So as we're moving our way out, you can see how it's just building a lash back for me, right? Can you see that? So I'm gonna look down again, apply that right next door. Boom, I'm good to go. And then we're going to take our 12, and then we're going to do our 2 anchoring on the inner and outer corner with the pluses. The plus gossamer lashes are amazing for inner and outer corner because of the seamless spine, and they're a lot lighter, thinner in fiber, but it has the same color to it. So you can see it just blends perfectly with the lash map, just to finish it off and make sure I have enough. So I'm going to take, we're going back down to a 12 now. This is a Gemini Minx 12. I spread it out just a little bit. I'm going to look down. I'm just worrying about placing it right next door. And boom, I'm good to go. If I want to give a couple spot fuses, I can. Remember, spot fusing is just giving a little pinch along the way to make sure it doesn't move, but you can, you're still gonna want a full fuse at the end. Okay, so let's do now, come over here, dude. So these are our plus gossamer lashes. You can see our little baby guys here. Look at this spine. Hello. What spine? It's kind of incredible, right? These are like our 2.0 of the Gossamer lashes. They're absolutely gorgeous. So this is in the Minx color. We have an Intimates collection now in our Plus collection. It's pretty awesome. And this is in Minx, which is like a mid-tone brown. We are a cruelty-free brand. It's just the color that it's called. In a 12 millimeter. I'm going to put that on the end so you can see here. This is all still my natural lash. So I want to finish off the lash just a little bit. So I'm going to put it on the end. Keep the spine of this Gossamer lash pretty much parallel to the ground so that it gives a nice lift on the outer corner of the eye. I'm just going to look over here in my mirror. See where I want to place it just so it gives like a little lift to the eye, and then I'm good. Then I'm going to go in, give a little spot fuse. Do I like it? We like it. Definitely finishes off the eye in that outer part. Nope, I still have a couple lashes out at the end here. Right here. Just a couple. I pinched it. Oof. But yeah, you don't want to go all the way to the end. Like these are all my natural lash hairs still right here. So just a few on the end. Just a few is all you need. And then on the inner corner here, I'm going to go in, I have to be really gentle, a little baby C plus 10 in Minx, and we're going to overlap that just a little bit just to finish out the eye here. Just corner to corner overlap a little bit. So I'm going to look down, go to overlap, and then boom, I'm good to go. I love the little inner corner lashes. They help so much. I love a little, ooh, it flew away. Oh my gosh, guys. It flew away. I have to go back for it in a little bit. Lone survivor. Let's talk about fusing. Guys, that flew away on me, but it went onto my brown carpet, so I can't see it. It's totally fine. Let's talk about fusing. This is where you want your natural lashes, the bond you put over your natural lashes, and your new Gossamer lashes to become one. Fusing is super important. You need to do it with the wand. It's very important in order to make your lash map last. So you're going to go over your eye like so, wiggle down all the way to the spine, and then close. You have to make sure that this is closed all the way, about 10 to 15 seconds. And then if it's sticky at all, you'd blink away. I'm good to go. And then I'll show you what it's like to put a little glass to help with excess stickiness. You're just going to take your glass, brush it through the wand, like so, and then you can use it if you need to, or you can go back over and give a fuse, and this gives water resistance to the top of your lash and the bottom, and boom, you're good to go. But it really does help with excess stickiness. How do you make sure the spine will stick to the other spine when overlapping? I've tried that a few times and it's difficult. Absolutely. I think part of that is when you fuse, all the bond kind of oozes in there and gets together. There is a customer hack where people like to put a little bit of bond on the spine. So if you lay it out on your lash map, you can put a little bond onto the spine of each lash, let that get tacky so that way it's got something to anchor onto, right? So that's a couple different ways you can do that. I can't believe I dropped this Gossamer lash. I'm so sorry. I'll have to add another one for when I take pictures for you guys. But that's your lash map. Easy to go. I'll show you guys some angles here. I have my control kit with me so you guys can see it from underneath. I always think this is a really cool angle so you can see how seamless it is. 1 to 2 millimeters from the waterline. You can see it from this side as well. Look at that. Oh yeah. And you can see when I turn to the side here, you can see that it's a brown fiber. Definitely see that it's a cool tone brown fiber, a little bit softer than our black fiber, so pretty cool. Yes, we have a bunch of different colors. You can do chocolate, which is like a rich mid-tone warm brown, and then our mid-tone cool brown is the Gemini Minx. They also come in our Plus collection, Core collection, and then like some of our volume lashes come in chocolate. Chocolate Stardust they're so good. They're so beautiful. And then we have chocolate fluffies. Those are great. We have truffle, which is a mix of black and brown. I really, really love truffle. I think it's great. You can tell, I like a little mix. So we can do that. We have ash for our blondes. Ash is a really pretty color. And then we have ginger. Sorry, I'm trying to go down the list as well. And that's great for redheads. I actually have stacked some ginger to give a little bit of an ombre effect to my eye too, so it's fun. Do you recommend doing one eye completely at a time and then the second eye, or doing both at the same time? Jen, I'm going to say it's preference, but I have always done one eye then the other. That way I'm just focused on the one eye. So I have my lash map laid out, like both eyes laid out on my pad, and then I just say, okay, let's prep my lashes, and then I'm going to go in and do my bond, everything on one lash, fuse, and then I jump to the other eye. just makes it a little bit easier. Absolutely. Okay, any other questions on anything? Any other questions? Thank you guys so much for joining me, by the way. It's a good day. Tomorrow's Friday. Getting there. Tomorrow's Friday. It's good. Yes, but come join us in the Lashify Life Facebook group if you are not in there. Why am I tongue-tied on that word today? The Lashify Life Facebook group. But yes, it's amazing in there. We have all these tips and tricks, great articles, amazing lash maps for you to reference to. I've been really loving these shorter lash maps lately. It's fun. I don't know, just a different, I'm trying to switch it up, and it's nice. It's nice. So yes, yes, everyone has great questions today. Thank you so much. Thank you for moderating, Miss Bev. Come join us in the Lashify Life Facebook group. I will be live again next week. Yeah, I'll do something different. I'm looking at all my lashes over there. We'll switch it up again, another different style, which will be great. And yeah, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all